Yeah, it just makes sense for playback to use this pick. It works fine in the matchup. It works well when you consider like the philosophy of their team. Top lane is always just left to its lonesome, and then bot lane is where pretty much all of the resources are uh, taken towards. So yeah, it just makes a lot of sense. But that does give some room for AstroSmurfs on the other side to get some counter picks going. The Mordekaiser versus Ornn matchup, that is very interesting.
Yeah. You usually see the phase rush in melee matchups or against maybe certain junglers for escaping ganks, but
Yeah, I mean, I understand that proccing First Strike versus a Lux is difficult, but I was thinking just more like, I mean, I'm not sure if Aerie versus Comet on Syndra, which one. I mean, I think Comet's probably fine if you want just like an alternative.
yeah, I think it's also going to make it very hard for the Syndra to match Deluxe's early trading power. So it'll be interesting to see if the combat rune plays a part in that at all, or if it's just going to be a very, standard farming, respectful lane on both sides. Outside of that, I don't think there's anything too crazy with the runes and summoners. We do see exhaust on Nautilus, which is, I guess, just for the rec side. Will hamper some of his kill potential, but perhaps he values the exhausting the rec side a lot more. We're seeing a pretty standard level one. You see four AsstroSmurfs players on the bot side though. Not gonna find anything here. Just maybe sussing out something. It is gonna be Ryer pathing top, Rek'Sai pathing bot side here. What are your thoughts on that? I'm not too sure about the Ryer pathing top here. But perhaps he wants to get the early lead for the Mordekaiser to give them somewhere to play around.
I mean, yeah, not sure how gankable Ornn is as a champion before level 6.
Yeah.
I feel like you need a lot, like you need a very good top jungle in order to break him in lane. Feels like this champion is just very hard to take down. But T-Zum's, he should have, you know, comfortable push still, and maybe that's just what Ares wants. He just wants that 28 CS to be secured.
Yeah, he just wants the lane pro for the crab, perhaps. And yeah, it's not really too much for the buyer to do in early levels, I guess. But maybe we'll see something on Rek'Sai. I think mid's probably going to be where we're going to be looking for. Is there are any early game ganks? Both mobile mages, both junglers with pretty high gank potential.
Yeah, we saw
And
Hawkbill
both
was,
mages up.
yeah, he was already looking mid, but I guess couldn't really find an angle yet. Maybe stun was on cooldown or something. Dana Proudmore will have to be
Yeah,
very careful around this, like, mid jungle duo. It's very, very scary.
it's very spicy because both mages are very immobile, but also have both great gank setup for their junglers, right? And for like whoever lands that CC while the jungler's there, it could be a very easy one shot.
Yeah, I think AstroSmurfs should be aware where the jungler is, and they're so far they're playing accordingly. But yeah, you see how the wave is positioned. It is a bit awkward for them to approach. And PlayBack are just waiting for the opportunity to go in. The flash from MDip is good, and the follow-up from Hawksbill is good as well. First blood for the bot lane. Everything is going according to the PlayBack playbook right now. Hawksbill ganking pre-level 6 towards the bot lane, and he gets what he wants.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that this season? It's just
It's like clockwork.
Standard playback at this point. Yeah, works every time. And, you know, maybe some people wouldn't want that kill on the rec side, but I think when it's Hawksbill on the rec side, you're definitely not going to be too sad about that.
Yeah, with
You
all the
definitely
changes,
trust him.
I think with all the changes to Rek'Sai, it's, you know, it's not as painful to have like an early advantage on this champion. It's still going to be strong in the early game, but then like the scaling portion is a little bit better after all the changes that happen. I'm sure PlayBack will just appreciate having, you know, a slight lead in the bot lane, even if it's not a kill. Although Sapana did not burn any summoners there, I guess. I mean, I think he had a chance to do so. Maybe he just didn't expect the flash. But the way MDiv was, like, posturing, I think it was quite suspicious.
MDiv never hesitates with these flashes as well, I feel like, so. He's always ready to go. Something I did just recall, though, I believe the last time these two teams faced in the upper bracket finals, it was Sapana mid and Jaden Proudmore bot lane, right?
Yeah, they swapped around again. That's how they got the win versus Cursed Tides.
It'll be very interesting to see if that changes the dynamic of this matchup at all. Because I feel like the mid lane was a bit of a sore point for AsstroSmurfs in that series.
Oh, the mid lane, it seems like it's matching blow for blow for now. Maybe PlayBack soon will be looking towards some kind of dragon attempt. Bot lane is slowly but surely creating a little bit of a pressure point on the map.
Yeah, that's the advantage if you obviously just your bot lane's winning. Also, in these type of jungle matchups, sort of carry versus carry, when you are the jungler of an early kill, with early gold lead, it makes it pretty hard for the other jungler to contest you.
Yeah, Hawksbill once again, bot lanes for now staying out of vision. Time Gear baiting quite hard. He is absolutely... I don't think this could be any more obvious if they tried. I'm quite... You know, I'm glad that Bekla didn't fall for it. Like, the way he was just... he was not hiding behind minions. He absolutely wanted to get hooked. So, yeah. Good response by AsstroSmurfs. Even though they didn't have vision on the jungler, they recognized what was happening. MDiv goes for a play, however, as the jungler recalls, and this is a problem. Ares is approaching, and MDiv without his flash will just fall to the combined forces of AsstroSmurfs. They give the kill to the Briar, which is more than fine. Zaya will get to push the wave out, maybe recall as well.
Just that bit of lack of discipline there that we see from time to time from PlayBack. Maybe wanting a bit more than they're allowed to have at this point in time. Well punished by AsstroSmurfs. Will bring the game back to a more even state again. So.
And that also opened a very good timing for a dragon, and yeah, just like that,
was a good time to die.
Bringing it back in the bot lane.
Already looking much more competitive than the first series you played, to feel like, which is what you want to see in the grand final.
Ares doing a little bit of stealing there. We'll be able to take the Raptors. Oh, PlayBack furiously pinging Ares' position here. I don't think Okay, who is aware of what here? As it's Hogspool that actually gets picked out. Such a good response from AsstroSmurfs, but we might get even more as Sleepy Twink. He still has his flash though. As Jaina Proudmore is getting chased down. Can Time Gear get this one kill onto the enemy mid laner? The answer is no, he won't, but it's actually Syndra who will. So right now it's a 1-for-1 trade. Maybe even a 2-for-1 trade. As Ares has to flash the wall. Now Bekla is also running away. A lot of sustained damage from Syndra coming in, but T-Zubs comes all the way from top lane, straight towards mid, but it doesn't matter. Sleepy Twink gets another. And what looked like a pretty good ambush there from AsstroSmurfs actually turned on its head a little bit.
Yeah, it looks initially so good for AsstroSmurfs. And it's so I don't know where it went wrong, but that's 2 kills on the Syndra now, and I'm sure she is getting pretty far along when it comes to stacking her passive now. It's both mid laners in a very strong position in this game.
Yeah, Leandri's finished. Syndra's at 54 splinters. Pretty good, 10 minutes in.
Now,
Oxbill using his flash, the stun follows up, and the unleashed power is also used up by Sleepy Twink. That felt like overkill. They probably even get that kill without that ultimate, but obviously better safe than sorry, and really well played on PlayBack's side to punish the lack of a summoner spell.
yeah, just punish that summoner spell so well, and yeah, if there's no flash up in the mid laner against Rek'Sai Syndra, anything lands, they are dead. This Syndra is 3-0 now. Yeah. Sleepy Twink once again. What a season he's having. He showed it in the first series against them on the Syndra as well. He's shown it all season on this champion. Just another fantastic game from him.
Yeah, the link up between mid and jungle has always been the focal point for the team. It's so important for Hogspool that he has set up on both the mid lane and the bot lane. He's able to help out pretty much wherever he decides to go. And that is all that you can ask for if you're playing a champion like Rek'Sai. So, yeah, good for them for constructing this kind of draft. They got the Herald. On top of that play, Sleepy Twink got some more plates. This gold lead is just getting bigger.
I guess the only saving grace that AsstroSmurfs have at the moment is they did get that first dragon, but are they gonna even be able to contest the second one? Do you feel like?
Oh, look at this! I don't think they have enough damage now that
again.
Unleashed Power is on cooldown. It looks like they will look to punish the Lux some more as the stun lands once again. Actually, I was completely wrong. The Unleashed Power just came off cooldown, and we just get the kill again. Jaina Proudmore still without the flash. Yeah. Hogspool very well positioned. They didn't have vision on their own Raptor camp. That is an angle only a Rek'Sai can do. And it's unfortunate to be camped like this, but more credit to PlayBack.
This is the risk you take when you pick the Lux, you know? It's there's always going to be a chance when you pick a champion like Lux that this is going to happen. If you don't have flash and you're against this type of mid jungle, it's a very dangerous game to play. But it's just fantastic from PlayBack also. You got to give credit to them just for tracking that flash summoner spell and just punishing it over and over. And now it looks like the one advantage AsstroSmurfs did have in the Drake department is also going to be going soon in what should probably be a free Drake for PlayBack.
Yeah, now that the tier 1 mid tower is gone, that creates so much more space for PlayBack. They just go onto the dragon. It looks like AsstroSmurfs don't want to let up on this. They will look to maybe approach the dragon pit, but at the end of the day, it's just not enough of a coordinated effort to stop PlayBack from doing it. One dragon to one.
Now, what area do you think can get the AsstroSmurfs back into this game? Because I feel like usually you'd maybe look to the Zaya or something, but when the Fed champion on the enemy team is Syndra, I feel like it's going to be very hard for her to play. And then it's not really... I don't really see where else there are options for them to return into this game outside of PlayBack making some pretty huge errors.
It's quite intriguing that Ezreal just gets to take this tower by himself and nothing really happened. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there's...
Yeah, right
Perhaps
now
they're
it's,
giving a bit too much respect.
it's very tricky for AsstroSmurfs. Obviously, as you mentioned, Vizaya is the way out, but it's gonna be very hard to even get a successful gank onto his bot lane. Oh, but there may be a successful gank onto the Syndra, and that is a very good start to a potential comeback for AsstroSmurfs. Now the Briar ultimate lands, but ended with a nice flash out of there. But now he will still be in trouble. Unbreakable will forced out. They will try to save his support here, but yeah, too many members of AsstroSmurfs present. And
Perhaps
that was a good skirmish.
Yeah, perhaps a bit of a casting curse on my part there for PlayBack, but yeah, big skirmish, a shutdown onto the Lux.
There's more action though, and now it's PlayBack making a play. It's Mordekaiser without his ultimate, and this is just a clean kill. So much damage on this Rek'Sai already. Mordekaiser without any kind of armor item, so he just goes down very quickly.
He did have the flash up. I do wonder if there's anything maybe he could flash there to get up, but I'm not sure.
This doesn't feel like the first time AsstroSmurfs had the chance to flash from a Rek'Sai tunnel and it just didn't happen. I still believe that the first bot lane gank could have been avoided, but I guess, you know, we'll look at the bot later after this whole series is over, and maybe we'll make some conclusions.
Yeah. As we were talking about before the Mordekaiser died, it was a good initial fight for AsstroSmurfs though. They got a shutdown to Lux, who, despite how strong Syndra is, despite dying 3 times, the Lux does have 3 kills and 2 items now, so she is very powerful. And anyone that isn't on that face checks her is gonna get hurt a lot probably. Any of the carries. So there's that, and also Udagold is on the mid jungle for PlayBack, so there is that to look at as well. It's not the Ezreal that's very strong, so if they can shut down a champ that has to go in Rek'Sai and then a mobile mage in Syndra, then there is definitely a way in this game for AsstroSmurfs.
Second Root Herald taken away by PlayBack, and we're not done yet. Sapana having to use both the ult and the flash, but it won't matter it seems. PlayBack really want this kill, but a nice ultimate in response from Ares will stop the attack in his tracks, and they will get the shutdown onto the Zaya. AsstroSmurfs, this time, they get what they came for. The fight is not over yet. Really good initiation from Ornn as well. The rest of PlayBack is here to deal all the damage required. And Mordekaiser is in his ultimate, but now he's out. And he is left to his own devices, but he's not going to survive this one. Syndra gets kill number 5. And again, AsstroSmurfs get the initial kill. It looks promising. But once again, they wander one step too far, and that is where PlayBack is there to pounce immediately.
Yeah, the Zaya has no flash or ultimate or anything after the initial fight. So they go back in, and Zaya's not really to contribute much. Jenny Proudmore does find a nice Lux ulti, but there's an Alistar on one there, so he's not really going to contribute much, which is really unfortunate after Hawksbill made a bit of a mistake and gave a shutdown over to the Zaya, which initially vanished. Oh, it's a TP from Mordekaiser here. They're looking for...
Yeah, they want instant control over this river as the dragon has already spawned.
Yep.
And it looks like PlayBack may be willing to just give this one up, or as I say that, they are actually approaching this one. They will not just give this one up, even though Ornn does not have his ultimate. Sleepy Twink has unleashed power though. MDib on the flank. They want to look for something. Ares running in. Who's going to get the dragon though? It is AsstroSmurfs who get it. And it looks like the front line of PlayBack is dying first. No, they are not. Just by the skin of their teeth managed to survive. And now the back line of PlayBack is retaliating. Zaya already dead. Time Gear looking for more. He's already used his flash. I don't think... Okay, there's the Arcane Shift again, but now he gets caught by the snare. Is he going to die here? MDib might just have been the savior in that one. PlayBack. That was really close, but once again, they get the win.
I think, yeah, that was... For AsstroSmurfs, that's pretty...
Oh! Well, that is a big one.
Massive snipe. Yes.
Yeah, but Jaina Proudmore, despite all the troubles in lane, he's still like doing all he can to keep AsstroSmurfs inside of his game. Though now the gold lead is looking quite scary if you are AsstroSmurfs.
Yeah.
You're looking at Syndra, but you're also looking at the Ezreal.
Mm-hmm. He didn't really have any kills before, but now he's starting to get a lot more gold on him. Before it was just the mid jungle, but now it's more spread out, and that's a problem. It was unfortunate. That last fight for AsstroSmurfs, considering the gold disadvantage, was pretty close, but it was notable that Zaya had no summons or ultimate during it. So despite the damage she could put out, as soon as they got on her, she was just... But they did get the massive shutdown for a nice snipe from Jaina Proudmore. So it's a big gold lead, but you don't feel, it's completely out of the question yet. They have shown some fight to get back into this game.
Yeah, right now, as things stand, they are still very dependent on Lux getting that initial pick to start things off. PlayBack with play. Putting that first Herald mid, the tower won't go down quite yet, but now the rotation starts. AsstroSmurfs don't want to get caught by this. Actually, they will be able to catch the Alistar on the back of this. He uses... He's
a tanky boy.
Oh, wow. No. Yeah, there's no way. It was pretty close.
Another kill. Yeah. Alistar of Ultimate is no joke. But that will be another kill for Zaya, which is nice. She's also, I just noticed, 60 CS down to the Ezreal, which is probably not a nice feeling. Oh. Candy
Ornn damage.
Go here.
The second part of the ultimate lands. One more W would have done it, but the tower is there to defend Jaina Proudmore, and now the final spark comes out. Just one more Lucid Singularity was needed, but he gets away from the situation. Sapana popping Ghost to try and chase the Ornn. Time Gear pushing here mid, but it's against a Briar with red buff. Dangerous situation. Pops the ultimate, but now it hits the Rek'Sai. And Ares goes too far to secure a pick. It looked like AsstroSmurfs would get a pick down topside, but Yusuf gets away by the skin of his teeth, and PlayBack, once again, they go net positive on this sequence, but didn't look like it at first.
Yeah, it's just really unfortunate. Every time it feels like AsstroSmurfs finds a punch, they get hit by 2 more from PlayBack. And yeah, was also a very interesting interaction with the Briar ult during the Rek'Sai ult. I haven't seen that one before, but yeah, that's another kill onto the Ezreal, and I don't know, it's because AsstroSmurfs are showing a lot of good initiative and are finding these fights, but it always feels like it's just one step too far.
Yeah, they think they can keep going with the follow-ups, but then like the heavy front line that PlayBack has just prevents them from going in anywhere with a second or third pick, and like that's how PlayBack is tried back. In situations like this, T-Zum's picked off. He's going to use Realm of Death to protect himself. Going to force a 1v1. Here comes the Briar. How many kills can AsstroSmurfs get? Can they punish Hawksbill for this intrusion? They will. It's a 1-0 right now for AsstroSmurfs, but PlayBack will be able to respond here soon. Where's Sleepy Twink, though? He's coming in from the flank.
Oh!
He's getting the stun on the Sapana, but he's not dead yet. Now he will die to the Syndra. Liandry's burn takes him down. And most importantly, for PlayBack, Syndra and Ezreal are still alive as the dragon is about to be attacked. I have to assume here that PlayBack will just take this opportunity.
2 for 1 for AsstroSmurfs, but they do look like they might lose it. I guess they have no smite and they don't know where the Briar is, so they don't want to start it up. But overall, it was a fight in AsstroSmurfs' favor, but everyone is back up on PlayBack side now, so we might see round 2 here.
Yep.
Still, the Syndra ult, the Rek'Sai ult up.
Back left, looking for a hook, won't find it. The rest of PlayBack's frontline is about to appear on the map. Ares goes in for an engage, but instantly gets CC's down. Oh. 2 early kills for Syndra, and AsstroSmurfs already forced to retreat in this situation. I think another stun was about to land. Really good damage from Jaina Proudmoore, but just needed that extra execute with a final spark. That is on cooldown right now, so unlucky in that spot. Sleepy Twink has to play very far backwards here for Sleepy Twink. It is a bit of a problem for PlayBack. As AsstroSmurfs, they try to retaliate. Time Gear flashes in. He wants to get that extra damage in, and he will do so. Sapana has to kite back.
Oh,
he won't get any kills. Not even onto Yusuf. Oh, actually, MDip dies in that spot, but I think PlayBack will be very happy with that. Actually, the Briar ultimate comes out, and it hits Time Gear! Just barely!
What is
the edge of that hitbox. Ares goes for a kill. He flashes in. Very nice shutdown for the jungler of AsstroSmurfs, but Sleepy Twink, with his ultimate, fights right back. And look at the stat line on this guy.
2 and 4.
He is a problem this game.
Upgraded Liandry's death cap. 10 stacks on that Dark Seal. This guy he really came to play in the season of UNL. You feel like he was not the pro. No offense to him, of course, but I'm sure he was not the player people were looking at on the PlayBack roster at the start of the season when they thought he's going to be the one really just popping up and carrying them when they get into the later half of the season.
Yeah, there were some signs of promise going from Season 8 to Season 9, but like this kind of improvement from both jungler and mid is just absolutely ridiculous. And PlayBack, I think now they have definitely put the stamp on this game with that fight. Just, I mean, you look at the items on Syndra and you look at how much assistance she gets in fights.
The Magi's.
Doesn't even need to build Zanya's with how much protection she has in fights usually. So it's just very, very hard team composition to break through for AsstroSmurfs.
We are also starting
that
to
is
see
a Mordekaiser.
Oh,
That almost died to the full Syndra combo.
yep.
That is not
You're
not good news.
that was not good news. When your front line is just getting one shot by Syndra, it's kind of especially he has gone this sort of new Syndra build that's popped up more recently, the Cosmic Drive, Leandris, which is just your cooldowns are so short later into the game.
Yeah, and he gets
So
to press that R button every half a minute or so.
yeah,
It creates so many pick opportunities for playback.
the Cosmic Drive movement speed also just makes him so hard to get on and so sticky in these fights. So slippery in these fights.
Well,
And
playback will just force out Baron. Briar is on Gromp. Mordekaiser is bot lane. Has the teleport, but surely the answer
maybe
from
a final spark.
AsstroSmurfs will be too late. Final Spark tries to steal, but won't get it. Jaina Proudmoore will not get hit by the Ornn Ram because of the root. Nice timing there. AsstroSmurfs will get the bot lane tier 1, but that is hardly consolation prize when the other team just gets Baron.
Yeah, just taking what they can get at this point. It's also just 4 Ornn items through now. Only the Alistar to go. Just making the snowball even that more deadly. Oh,
Just about gets the recall. That would have just been a free pick. And that could have opened the map so much more for playback, but yeah, just a lucky break for AsstroSmurfs, one that they definitely needed. Sapana still trying to get towards that last Whisper, and then the Lord Dominic's Regards upgrade. Once he gets there, then we can like have a little bit more hope for AsstroSmurfs here, but as things stand, it's just a very tough hill to climb.
Yeah, he's the only one who can get through this Ornn and Alistar that just runs in their face. And when Alistar's sort of even or ahead in the game as a support with his ult, they find
good pick!
Where did
Jaina Proudmoore just completely deletes Hawksbill. What more can AsstroSmurfs do? The ultimate from Ares doesn't get popped. They go on to the Ezreal instead. Not gonna get him. The Baron push from playback continues. They feel pretty... They feel pretty bold about this. They actually get a kill onto Mordekaiser and they keep going, but I think Syndra will die here. She gets CC'd down and the shutdown is onto the Nautilus, but I don't think it matters right now for AsstroSmurfs. What matters is they will take down the Baron buff empowered members one by one. They will stop the push in one lane. Yeah, there's Ezreal still pushing in mid, so they're not out of the woods just yet. Playback, despite what happened, are able to crack a very important structure.
AsstroSmurfs showing signs of life though. They're not down yet. If you don't respect them, their comp can punish you. The Saya very close to Lord Doms. I'm sure after a super wave she'll be there. The Slug's still very strong.
Oh, what a my flank. Dad is black on the flank. Really nicely done. And Dibon the engaged champions, that's one of the parts of the recipe for success for playback, it feels like.
Yeah. This guy's Alistar is just different, but this is some A1 beef, you know, it's...
Well, that's going to be the action stopping for only a brief moment, because 20 seconds from now, that's another Ocean Drake spawning. And yeah, playback's already on the case. AsstroSmurfs will be late to this one. And they don't have any vision either.
Purchase, I see. The Black Cleaver on Ezreal. It's not something I've seen before.
I think it was popularized by Dragdar. If I'm...
okay.
I don't know if I'm correct about this, but, you know, in theory, it does sound very nice.
Except for the CDR, maybe it is.
In the CDR, the additional armor shred, maybe also like the extra survivability that it provides.
Yeah. A lot of good stats, but
That was a Briar ultimate that just went in the opposite direction. Not
Perhaps
sure if that was intended.
Horn?
Oh yeah, the
maybe,
Orn.
yeah.
Must have been looking for Orn.
Yeah.
I was confused for a second, but now it all makes sense. Well, yeah, AsstroSmurfs, they were trying to look for something, at least, on the map while the dragon was being taken. That's fair enough.
That, or he misclicked on his mini-map or something. But,
the poke from PlayBack. Time Gear Arcane Shift into the immediate flash. That was a crazy combo. Now, MDiv onto Ares. They want to get him down. T-Zones will go down first, however. And PlayBack very close to that Nexus. Can they make the final touch on this one? Very nice CC chain from AsstroSmurfs. Yeah. And I think they will keep their base alive. They get the pick on Sleepy Twink as well. It's 2 inhibitors down still, but AsstroSmurfs will fight another day.
They are not making this easy for PlayBack.
There's a smite.
That's so you... Oh, yeah. That's... Oh, he's going back in.
We're not done. Hawksbill going back in. A true damage plus the burst. Now the ultimate dodges important abilities from Ares and Sapana there.
Oh, Sapana.
There's the flash. Yes. Sapana had his flash, I believe, and
flash jump.
Yeah.
I think he could win that. Yeah.
Didn't go for it. It's just a misplay mechanically. PlayBack now are just killing one after one. Pretty much all across the map. AsstroSmurfs just collapsing randomly as the Baron is spawning.
And I feel like you really can't be doing that with your mid and top being hit down like that. You need to fix your waves. I'm not sure what was happening there. It was... That was... Well, at least Hawksbill did get sniped by Jaina Proudmore on the back end of that, so immediate Baron start isn't likely to happen. But, wow.
Yeah, the way things are looking, though, it's not like AsstroSmurfs can move their way out of the base now.
No, they're just gonna deal with these super waves and then try and problem solve this Baron push. However, you know, there's also an Ocean Soul that's gonna be coming up as well, so if we get there. Should be a fairly free Baron unless we see a stray final spark or something. Steal it.
Oh, Jaina Proudmore.
Ares
has the vision, looking for it. The combo comes out. Doesn't quite get it. It's actually Syndra that secures it.
Ares proxy in the bot wave.
I think PlayBack stopped hitting the Baron just in time. Because otherwise, there was a chance for the burst combo to actually get it. Like the QER from Lux is more than a smite. Now maybe
Yusuf's caught out.
Might just go down.
His team is here.
Well, too tanky to do anything about that. MDiv goes on to Ares, but instead it's just going to be Mordekaiser CC'd down and instantly bursted. Ares CC'd up, as well as Sapana. There's just too much CC for AsstroSmurfs to deal with. Time Gear was about to fall down, but Arcane Shift comes out just in time. That's 3 members down for AsstroSmurfs. Surely that has to be the end of game 1.
They made it look more difficult.
Yeah, it lasted a lot longer than we first anticipated. You know, after the 6k gold lead from PlayBack and how they were snowballing the game bit by bit. AsstroSmurfs, they kept trying to find angle after angle, but it was never quite the fight that we were looking for. It was always PlayBack just getting that last word.
Victor. I think historically count pick to Cassio, from what I can recall. It's out ranges her, but Victor not in the strongest spot at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see how that mid dynamic goes.
I agree.
yeah, that's true. Okay, Any interesting summoners or anything? I guess Conway to Maokai, but it's not exactly crazy. You see a lot on AP Maokai support. I think probably maybe still his best room for support. I'm not sure. Not many Maokai supports out.
Hey, Time Gear opting for Cole instead of Doran's Blade.
Yeah.
It's quite clear what the intention is here.
I think, yeah, when we played AsstroSmurfs, pretty similar block matchup. Just Cole and Zeri. Just unless you're really kind of messing up, it's pretty hard for the Zeri kind of feel to punish the Zeri. Unless Zeri wastes her E or Con W, you should never really hit her.
And this time we're going to have both junglers start top.
Yeah. I like to see it. The bot lane we go.
Bot lane's where the magic happens. But yeah, if you're AsstroSmurfs, you definitely... I would say you feel better about the potential 3v3 that would happen. So it's more about just playback, making sure that nothing suspicious goes on. 3-6.
Yeah, Zeri not the strongest pre-6. Oh.
There's the first pause of the series, hopefully the last one.
Seems to be some technical difficulties from Yusef. Hopefully that's all fine and sorted soon. Also interesting thing I think to see is both junglers aren't really the best at ganking. So both bot lanes do have gank setup, but be interesting to see what their plans are. Wukong. Oh,
and it's the bot lane of AsstroSmurfs that hit level 2 first. Time Gear just dies. Wow.
Disrespecting the level 2 and they immediately go, wow.
This is not something that you would expect from a, multiple season diamond level ADC. They just walk in disrespectful level 2 power spike, and that's how AsstroSmurfs get their first kill of the game.
Yeah, honestly,
just the action.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, very. Maybe he was a bit about the XP situation because he just came out of a pulse, but yeah, it's very disrespectful positioning. I mean, you got also the sprays.
Good.
AsstroSmurfs were actually punishing it though. Yeah.
Man, just like that. That's already a fantastic start for AsstroSmurfs. Compared to the last game?
Yep.
Wow, Yusuf taking so much punishment. Level 4 hit first by T-Zums here, and yeah, this is a matchup where Illaoi is not just favored, I would say extremely favored, yes.
I think it's probably Owen's worst matchup in the game. From what I don't think. Oh,
AsstroSmurfs looking for a little bit more. Ares has red buff. If Miasma comes out, Amdib has nowhere to go. Now he uses Twisted Advance to run away. He has to flash as well. Nice bit of activity from AsstroSmurfs. They really make playback sweat right now. They will most likely secure double scuttle on top of this.
once again. Sapana keeping Time Gear honest. Yeah. I remember even just watching this matchup a few times it was played in pro play, and the orange just like flame horizon to like 20 minutes. It's not pretty. That's a plate for AsstroSmurfs. This is a very good start. Yes. Ironbeard is really struggling in this lane. Not what you expect. Bam did just go in. And yeah, his ADC is not going to be following.
Yep. Zeri's short range does not allow for anything more than that.
Yeah, Zeri really has to commit to her E if she wants to trade early game, and you're not going to really be wanting to do that against Iricon.
Oh, Playback jungler is papping towards bot, but AsstroSmurfs will see him on the ward. So they shouldn't be in any danger. Yeah, they're just going to recall here. Things going according to plan for now.
Yeah. I didn't know Savannah picked up a call of his own after that first blood. So we'll even out that cold start from Zeri and
Well, Yusuf trying to fight in 2 minion waves here, but
yeah,
you're just gonna have to let that go.
I think T's on his maybe he's being a bit hesitant. Maybe Hawksbill was there, but that was Yusuf walking up.
And AsstroSmurfs will start the Baron. Ares goes through the Dragon pit wall.
The Baron. The Cloud Drake will be this free. Wait, unless this Cassiopeia is pretty low, but
Well, Hawksbill looking, but the Grand Entrance just whips completely.
yeah.
How far are Playback willing to go on this play? Everyone's walking back, but Victor has level 6. They will get one pick from this. Maybe. Tiger's still going in.
Here.
Level 5. Pop the Ghost really wants to look for something of value, but AsstroSmurfs, they all get away with their lives. This was Playback really gunning for a kill, but couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, just they get Drake and they get out their lives. It's, you can't engage with the bits that fight, which made it a bit spooky for AsstroSmurfs, but it worked out. And yeah, they're in a very good position in this game. The gold's pretty even still, but definitely the feeling of the game is in AsstroSmurfs' favor. Oh!
Well, I think the stream is a little bit behind. I'm not sure what we're about to see. The knockup. Oh, Emdiv just advances straight towards the tower, but quickly disengages.
Yeah, I paused for a few seconds. Hopefully, we'll be
6:25.
Yeah, it should be about. Hopefully. Yeah, despite that Ari first blood in the bot lane, this Zeri does have a sizable CS lead.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened there.
I don't think we expected
Maybe
the ball lane to stabilize so quickly for Playback.
Yeah, it also looked like Zeri was getting chunked out quite a bit early as well. So I'm not sure what's happened. If they were just some full recall timers or not CSing properly. Could have been. But now this is looking pretty obnoxious for the Zaya.
PlayBack just slow pushing for now. At this point, I think Time Gear is just looking for a recall.
Yeah,
73
wants
CS.
to slow push into the recall.
Never test the spirit from T-Zums. Horn's not feeling the hurt right now, but I think soon enough he will be.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm surprised.
Ares level 6. Forces out with that flash from Sleepy Twink pretty much instantly.
It's not been as bad as I thought it would be in the top lane, but definitely think you want a bit more from the Lowy to justify the pick. But perhaps with Sandra, it's all already starting out of control.
Yeah, right now, the way things are going, Yusef is playing another lane where he's, not supposed to be winning early. He's doing just fine. Now, Hawksbill's looking for an opportunity top. No vision from Ilaoi topside. They will just go for this. Yusef pops his ultimate, and there's a 2v2 on the other side as well.
Oh, the bottom lane.
Can PlayBack get a kill? Nice cancel from T-Zums, but he falls anyway. Time Gear, just enough. Gets away. The skill shot didn't land from Sapana. And PlayBack gets away with murder in that situation.
Sapana, did he accidentally auto the Maokai instead of the Zeri?
Now, Endiv goes on to Bekla.
Oh, no.
A lot of follow-up damage. Can they kill the Maokai? Oh, just one more auto was needed. Two situate. Oh no! Oh
no!
Oh no!
It's a disaster in the top lane here.
Whoa! Hold up!
Hold up! What is happening?
Just when we thought it was a tragedy.
TP top.
And now we have another fight in the top lane. Jaina Proudward. It's a 1-for-1 again. What in the world is going on this game?
I don't think Ares wants this.
Ares and T-Zums now. 2v1 situation, but instant TP response from the Victor. And now it's a 2v2. Nice kill from Sleepy Twink. The ultimate follows. Do they want to dive? Yes, they will.
That's
2 kills for PlayBack.
Again, it just the overreach feels a bit from AsstroSmurfs here after the initial 1v1. Like, this 1-for-1, you don't have to fight the Ornn there. I feel like it's just... Now the Ornn, it doesn't matter, you have a Lowy, the Ornn's got 2 kills, and isn't a good spot in the game. He's also got
Time Gear.
Anaphemas.
He popped his ultimate, but he's still going to get picked. Actually, his Bekla that goes down. How did that just happen? PlayBack had enough burst damage to get the kill in a spot where AsstroSmurfs, it felt like they had the kill, just put on a silver platter, and now PlayBack is getting more kills off the situation. Hawksbill is going to get another one. Jaina Proudmore does not have Petrifying Gaze. I think he's quite helpless in this spot, and it's going to be Sleepy Twink picking up another. PlayBack just playing out these skirmishes better.
It really just feels, this PlayBack are just disrespecting them, and they're getting away with it. It's pretty crazy to watch. Just like you said, they're executing it better. It's unfortunate. I feel like AsstroSmurfs are on such a good spot in this game, and then just a few overforced things here and there. It didn't go their way, and now they're staring down a 3k gold lead against a comp that scales pretty well.
And you look at Zion, she's got some kills on her, but you look at Victor, and he's like almost 9 CS per minute. Leandri's finished. First strike, like keeping that gold even higher. So once again, it's just the PlayBack mid lane scaling towards a point where potentially Victor just becomes unstoppable.
Yeah, and it's going to be very hard for this Cassio and Zaya, these short-range carries, to play against this Victor, especially as strong as he is.
Well, a Rift Herald attempt from Hogspill. Jaina Proudmoore sniffs it out here. AsstroSmurfs are ready. They will not let this Herald be taken away. Or will it? Hogspill actually commits to it.
Oh.
Who got the Herald? It's Hogspill who got it with his Smite plus Q combo.
No way, he gets up.
And Yusuf is now here to assist. He might just get a kill from this spot. It's actually Hogspill that takes that kill, perhaps with a red buff. Yusuf is still standing after all that. Now he finally falls. There's more fighting on the other side of the map. Zeri gets another kill. Zeri gets 2. Now Victor gets another kill. This is just AsstroSmurfs falling all across the map. It's a clean ace at 15 minutes into this game. Everyone got some kills on the board.
Oh. And AsstroSmurfs really have to be asking themselves, where did this game all go wrong? It started so well, but it just feels like they're taking a lot of these fights that they shouldn't be taking, and the fights they're taking are they're just getting executed on, outplayed.
I mean, if you have the ultimates that allow you to just initiate onto the opponents. Like, when the setup is good, you can make picks on the enemy team, but it never feels like AsstroSmurfs have the right setup when the fights begin. It's always like very scrambled situation.
Yeah.
And
always,
PlayBack just, they have these players that thrive in these situations. They understand like their way through the chaos. And Hawksbill, look at his items. This is another champion that is going to be a pain in the butt for the enemy team. But the action doesn't stop here. Hawksbill onto Sapana. Look at the damage. There's no escape. Or the AsstroSmurfs bot lane. This is a complete collapse.
We talked about this mid jungle, and you know they're not playing something that really has a lot of gank and snowball potential. And this is a this Wukong should be fine, maybe.
They're playing Graves Victor. Like, this is not Rek'Sai Syndra anymore, but it feels like they're pretty much doing the same thing. Even with champions that are not necessarily spec'd to do so.
I think the issue here is that it wasn't really even PlayBack, I think.
Yeah.
Making things happen on these champs. It all comes from AsstroSmurfs. Just it feels like giving these champions these kills, these goals, which they didn't need to do.
Yeah, so many times it was just AsstroSmurfs impaling themselves on the sword. And now it just feels like an inevitable 2-0. Like, the gold lead is just gargantuan at this point.
Almost. That's...
With the champions that PlayBack has. It's a very problematic spot. Now Tizum's far up enough in the lane that he's basically completely helpless. Even with his flash up, he knew that he was dead, so he did not use it, but he did use his ultimate, however. Not like it helped him in that spot.
With all these kills that Ornn has now, and also Ornn went for the Anathema's tech, which Ornns do like to do in these sort of tough matchups against champs like Mordekaiser.
Ares just has to run away from Azeri. He just gets chased down. Could not use any kind of dash to get away. Now another pick from PlayBack. Emdib and Sleepy Twink working together to get some more kills on the board. Sapana gets the root, but look at the difference in damage. Victor has Magi's, Liandry's, parts of Shadow Flame. Like, there's no contending with this. PlayBack.
It really does. Oh.
They just keep making plays, but like AsstroSmurfs don't feel like they give them the amount of respect that they deserve at this point.
It feels definitely like there aren't very many cool heads for AsstroSmurfs right now. They're just looking for very sort of emotional, we have to do something here, I want to kill this guy. And I mean, you can't really blame them at this point at 10k down, and They know this game's over. It's just, when is it going to be over? It's, yeah. At this point, what do you really have to do? What you really do as AsstroSmurfs? You've kind of already got to be thinking about game 3, but you're still probably going to have to play another 5-10 minutes of game 2 out here.
You know, I kind of just want to agree with you completely, but at the same time, I've watched I've watched PlayBack versus Stellaron in regular season. Yep. Echo had 25 stacks on his Medjais. He was like 10 kills up on the enemy jungler or some shit. Like, and we saw what happened. Yeah. I don't know how far I'm willing to trust PlayBack. They should be more than able to close out the game, but I've seen some very questionable things happen on Summoner's Rift, so I'm going to just hold my tongue for now.
True. To be fair,
if PlayBack can secure this Baron, then they are in the clear.
Yeah.
AsstroSmurfs, I don't think they're fast enough to approach this. The Baron is going down. It's still at half HP though. They go for the engage, but it's completely scattered. AsstroSmurfs do not have the damage to follow this up. Now Ares goes in alone. It's all just deaths one by one.
One by one.
Sapana now flashing away, but he cannot escape from Vazeri. She actually lives through all that. 4 kills for 0. Now PlayBack just get the Baron unopposed. And that has to be the period at the end of the sentence when it comes to this game.
Feels like a bit of a casticker stuff. But
yeah, I saw. Yeah, I was like, PlayBack. I don't know if I don't know if I trust him here, but right as I say that, things just fall right into place for them. So,
to be fair, PlayBack, they're probably the best team in the league, but they're also probably the team that if you want to be against with a 10k gold lead in the lead, you know, if there's one team that you feel like might give you a 10k gold lead win.
They also have the highest concentration of Zoomers on the team.
Yeah.
Like, that's an important fact. But right now, it doesn't seem to matter. They're just walking all over AsstroSmurfs in this second game. It's more than a 10,000 gold lead. Sapana pushing all by himself in the bot lane. Uses both his... uses Ghost, uses Featherstorm. Still dead. And now PlayBack can do so much more with his Baron buff. With a numbers advantage. Timegear quickly rotates towards top, but he's closed off a little bit. Yusuf is going to be there to rescue him, potentially. Ares goes in, but he's getting kited away from... now they get the kill. It's 2 kills for Alawi.
Just 2? Okay.
Not bad. They will still lose towers, but... that's one way to stifle the Baron buff.
Yeah, that will stifle the Baron buff quite a lot. I'm surprised. I guess maybe the health bars aren't there. Nobody's maybe pushing top turret here. But perhaps they had no vision on some certain chaps. Yeah, that's a brief respite for...
I want to be optimistic about that, but then I look at Victor's items and I don't know what to tell you, man. This is still this is doomed. This is absolutely doomed. He's going to build Rabadon soon.
Yeah, and like, it's
barely
any MR.
It's hard for me to even comprehend the amount of damage he's packing in one burst combo.
He just presses RE and one-shots their whole team in fights, you know. At this point, I feel like that plus the Graves alone, like, I don't think you even need the Zeri. Like, this Graves and Victor damage probably just burst half the team of how strong they are in this game. Surprisingly, though, Drake's stacking at you relatively slow. Won't be until about 29 minutes until we see his potential soul, which, considering the dominance of the game, pretty surprising, but I guess they've been more focused on killing champions and dragons.
Yeah, Playback are not in a hurry. Like, there's not really a universe where they get outscaled or anything. So
Yeah,
they can just take as much time as they like at this point.
probably is. Yeah, maybe wait for next Baron, and should be pretty clean and easy finish. But AsstroSmurfs almost sold out their 2-item spikes now, which
Foxbill just going for that cheeky invade, but it's going to be he's going to be engaged upon immediately. But the follow-up CC from Yusuf is really good. Might just be able to take his kill by himself. The rest of the playback is here though. Time Gear straight onto Sapana. Nice root combo, but Time Gear's level lead allows him to survive in this spot. He still continues to go in. Alawi will actually take him down, but it's still playback with an advantage on this play. Alawi the only one left alive. Victor also getting a kill in the bot lane. Just playback winning all across the map. They don't even need the Baron to push the pace of this game. I do believe that the chat has heard the same sound that I've just heard, and that is an invite to a custom lobby. So I have a feeling I know how this game is going to end. Like, just a hunch.
I just saw a bit of a notification on my client.
Yeah, just waiting for this one to conclude. Looks like.
You know, the AsstroSmurfs win, you know? No, but honestly, pretty disheartening game for AsstroSmurfs after the way it started and how sort of they were fighting towards in the last game. Really might take some mental fortitude now to come out and show a good performance in Game 3. Because it's just there's dominant and then there's sort of dominant in the way that playback is disrespected in this game, to be honest. Some of the things.
And the Elite Four, the Season 8, were able to go all the way to 5 games, but I feel like when it comes to playback, I mean, I don't want to like put like an asterisk on the Homo Salus's win, but feels like playback are just a complete team from top to bottom, and they're showing just that. Like, they may slip up every once in a while, but they just keep winning game after game. There's no one that can really stop them from doing so. Graves is just getting kill after kill. It's a triple already. Zeri steals his quadra. The burst damage was absurd. And that is the conclusion of this game. Playback up 2 games. Only 1 game away from the Season 9 championship. Will there be another champion from the winner's bracket, or can AsstroSmurfs actually mount a comeback, mount a reverse sweep? Brother. Foxbill is... Are we having fun with it, or was it actually just...
I've got to say, the enemy don't have the easiest CC lockdown for Master.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Talia W he can dodge. The fresh hook he can play around.
I feel like the only reliable is like the point and click Briar Q, but that's a pretty short stun. I think we have anything interesting in runes or summoners this game. But here we go. This could be the final game of UNL Season 9. The game that seals the championship for playback and which has been very dominant season. Or is it the beginning of AsstroSmurfs' reverse sweep?
I don't think I have all the playoff brackets memorized, but I don't think there's ever been, I mean, at least like going back 4 or 5 seasons, I don't remember a team that just went through the entire playoff bracket without dropping a game, and this is like PlayBack are on the verge of doing this.
This team just, like you said, I think towards the end of last game, it doesn't really feel like, the team's just so well-rounded. It doesn't really feel like a area where you can attack, right? Like, maybe you would have thought it would be Youssef, but he's just been so phenomenal, phenomenal as a weak side player this whole season. And I think in general, we've just always seen top lane in UNL, no matter sort of the rating of the player, it's always been very hard to punish. Because there are just so many access to just weak side champions, and you don't have to. It's really hard to make them really lose a lot. I don't know, just having the player gap there. But he has held his own, and even had some carry games on the champs like Garen. So yeah, it feels just like everywhere this playback team has just been having a great season.
Yeah, we'll see if they can cap it off with a 3-0 victory in the grand finals. That would be a perfect end to their season. Hogma and Rakan already making their presence known in the bot lane. I mean, yeah, this early into the lane, Hogma feels like he does have a range advantage, and we'll just be able to push this lane out.
Yeah, I think a lot of people underrate how oppressive Pokemon W can be in lane. The range of that's pretty insane. Against some short range like Xayah can be pretty hard to deal with. Oh, Youssef could be in trouble here.
Yep. Going a bit too far forward to try and secure the minions on the wave. Nice hook from Bekla into the root. Time Gear. Will he die once more? Flash and Ghost both burned. Again, it's AsstroSmurfs bot lane with a great first move.
It's a fantastic hook from Bekla there. It feels like it was a kill there, I think, from Sapana, but he would have to commit the flash instantly. But maybe he's just happy to take the summon health trick, which keep his own flash, could be a good decision. Yeah, once again, feels like Time Gear surprisingly getting caught up.
It's gonna be some heavy trading here. Sleepy Twink. Oh, if that Q landed, maybe we would have seen a little bit more aggressive play here. Ares and Hawksbill fighting for jungle camps, but it's a level lead for Hawksbill. He continues to attack, but the bot lane is here for AsstroSmurfs. Hawksbill is committing to this. He just wants the kill so badly, but there was no follow-up from his team. He just gets first blooded, just like that. Again, just like game 2, we have a random death from PlayBack to start it off. And we may have another one. Time Gear caught out without his summoners. Bekla takes the kill, but I'm sure AsstroSmurfs are fine with this. And they forced out MDip's flash too. Yeah, Bekla landing 2 crucial hooks at the start of his laning phase. Really good stuff from him. Ares now targeting Sleepy Twink. Yeah, it goes over with the flash. They needed just a bit more to secure that kill. Oh, they actually do! The passive from Briar plus the red buff kills the Syndra, and what a start from AsstroSmurfs!
Yeah, we almost saw the problem with this combo there of how short the stun is on the Briar Q there, but the pass comes through, and AsstroSmurfs once again, a great start to this game. Now the question is, can they keep it up? They were here last game. We shall see. But yeah, it's looking pretty good all over.
Yeah, Briar getting those 2 early kills feels like just what they needed. Oh, Yusuf goes for Devour. He's going to carry him straight into the hands of the tower, but Yusuf still has his flash, so...
He almost mistimes the Q pop-up for his E there and has to use his flash because of it. Very unfortunate.
And in extended fights, the Tahm Kench is always going to be an issue. With the recent buffs, he is feeling very comfortable playing into any tank.
He is soloing Drake by the looks of it. No. Yeah, he was. He just disappeared off the map because of this Q.
Yep, Hawksbill's going to take that away, which is, you know, quite interesting that PlayBack are first on this objective considering the good streak that AsstroSmurfs had. Now they're going to push PlayBack away from the objective.
Yeah.
We're back to square one.
The time gear did take a reset, so couldn't really finish that off for PlayBack. Just a bit uncoordinated there, but I mean, if it works out, the sneak a Drake, it works out, but a lot of time wasted there.
AsstroSmurfs creating a slow push, but they won't be able to get any dive off now. Aries actually going for a gank mid, but the pop-up lands from a Talia. And with this combined damage, they will just take Viscendra down. But now it's PlayBack with a gank onto top. Tizums uses his ultimate, but the Devour comes out, and that invalidates Call of the Forge God completely. Briar comes out, though. It's a 2v1 situation right now, and the Briar is just going to fall with the combined damage. Oh, will she? Really good mechanics from Hawksbill to dodge all of that. It's 3 kills that PlayBack just picks up again. They just play better in the skirmishes. Hawksbill commits to the play, and he gets everything.
It just feels like Ares does not need to die there. Talia does not need to die there.
But now engaged from PlayBack, we're not done. Time gear and MDib.
It's like,
get another on the board.
It's like a replay of game 2. It's like a replay of game 2.
Yeah, we're just seeing a sequel with different champions. The plot seems to be the same, although MDib, okay, he almost flew a little bit, you know, he flew too close to the sun just then, but then he remembered himself at the last possible second. Okay, I do have a finite health bar. Maybe we should walk away from a tower. Yep.
Yep.
More trading going on. Yusuf stacking the passive. Well, stun is going to land, most likely, but okay, Tizum's nice buffer.
The crazy thing is that top play all stemmed from Tizum's having the blow his flash for mistiming the QE. And then, yeah, unfortunately his mid jungle commit to a pretty lost play and give over a shutdown to E and give over the control of the game.
Nice scoop from Jaina Proudmoore.
Looking mid here.
Now Bekla flashing over the stun, very nicely done, but now he flashes over the scoop from a Talia. It's going to be a trade of summoners, but it was a good attempt.
I have to say, very impressive game so far from Bekla. It feels like everything good has pretty much came from him. And some Ares stuff as well. Yeah, but yeah. It's nice to see. He is here to win this game.
Sleepy Twink. I feel like... I don't know if that was lethal, but it sure as hell was close.
Yeah, ult. I think that was, interesting. course, these matchups can be pretty rough on Talia since she's so ranged, but
Yeah, PlayBack have the vision. Now that the control board is being cleared, surely they have to at least suspect that the jungler might be close by.
Dive.
Hawksbill now looking for something top. They're going onto the Ornn. Nice alpha strike to dodge everything, but now T-Zub still has his Call of the Forge God. It will be a 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day.
It'll be for Drake as well, at least for AsstroSmurfs. They'll take that, but
yep, AsstroSmurfs still looking to be proactive. But it's Syndra on the flank, though. AsstroSmurfs a little bit stuck in the Dragon Pit here. The stun is going to land! What a combo from MDiv and Sleepy Twink to CC the backline completely.
Jaina Proudmore also goes down to Hawksbill on the top side. What an engage from MDiv, though.
That was so well done. They knew exactly what they needed to do. They gave Sapana no time to react, and yeah, that's just Dragon for PlayBack. Once again, it feels like they are just more attuned with their champions. Like they understand what their limits are. They are not afraid to go for these plays. They execute better. Yusuf stacking that Heartsteel now. Yeah, these extended trades, I mean, Ornn can auto-attack all he wants, but it's Tahm Kench that's going to be on the winning side of that.
In the words of everybody's favorite balance member, Freak, they're just better. This is... yeah, once again, promising start from AsstroSmurfs, but they slip up once, and then it feels like the fights are just getting out executed. They just, like you said, they just know how to play the champions better. They know how to play the fights better. They know what they need to do to win fights.
AsstroSmurfs were looking for some kind of surprise in the bush, but nothing of the sort will happen. They have Briar close by, maybe looking for a lane gank. She is positioned to maybe capitalize on any kind of hook that Bekla decides to throw out.
She is still very strong, 3-1, but the stride breaker completed.
Yeah, there is still a chance for AsstroSmurfs to make a proactive play, but
Oaks
it's not going to happen. And instead, it's going to be PlayBack attacking the top laner once again. Hawksbill is on the scene, and T-Zubs, he can press R, but there's too much damage between the Tahm Kench and Master Yi. He's not going to get away. Here comes the ultimate from the Briar. Stopwatch from MDiv immediately. The scream comes out from Briar a little bit too early. And now she's going to go berserk, just going to run into the tower. That is a mechanical misplay from Ares in a very important moment.
That is what
Time gear.
When you waste your EM Briar. Oh,
he wants to go for that kill, but nice roll from Jaina Proudmore.
Jaina Proudmore.
Will most likely get two. But here comes the TP as well from Yusuf and PlayBack. They always have an answer to whatever AsstroSmurfs are cooking on the map. And Bekla has no flash. She will get caught in the CC chain. It's a double.
The frog is hungry and he has been fed. Holy. This is... it's 14 minutes, but it's... once again... it just feels like... they take the small bit that AsstroSmurfs gave to them and they're just running with it. It's 4-on-1 on the Kench, 4-on-1 on the Yi. Like, how are they going to deal with this Yi now? Do you feel like they have no real CC that's reliable to deal with him? He's just...
yeah, like, as eclectic as this pick is, it feels like PlayBack have found a pretty good window to use it. Like, you have these conditional CCs, like the skill shots that need to land, the root that needs cast time to land on a target, like another skill shot. Like, Master Yi can play around these things. The hook comes out. It's not going to amount to much. Once again, PlayBack with a very decisive gold lead coming into this second dragon.
Oh, ended.
Surprise attack from Jaina Proudmoore, and Hawksbill just jumps right at him. Flash expended. He knows that kill is more than worth it just to secure that dragon, but he continues to go in.
They found him.
Hawksbill, he commits to this, but Ares has the sustain.
Unfortunately, he goes for the fresh, but they will take that, especially with the dragon spawning soon.
Oh, a hook from Bekla actually lands. Can they kill Sleepy Twink? He flashes just in time.
The butch.
And the Q, the Dark Sphere finishes off Sapana. The Briar ultimate actually lands onto Syndra, but it's a 2v1 right now. The Syndra will go down.
It's a big shutdown for the Briar.
And wants to go for more.
Can't.
That's going to be the end of that, though.
Yeah.
Well, it is
finding some nice hooks again, but relatively even.
not a bad spot for AsstroSmurfs, the way they played that out, but I guess it was more just PlayBack handing them a little bit of a freebie. First, the...
He's might be dead here.
Oh. Yeah, he is getting chased down, but...
Okay, no. He has his jungler here. And it looks like it's going to be another dragon for the side of PlayBack. Yusuf has situation,
but yeah, Yusuf is not scared. He actually wants to... Okay, he actually disengages, but yeah, on the other side of the map, though, it's Hawksbill running rampant, abusing the gaps in vision. They wanted to get the Zaya as well, but she disengages in time. But now, yeah, she has to get away from this tower.
How do you even walk into your jungle at this point? This Master ECE just sees you and runs at you at Mach 10 speed and just...
Yeah, it's just... it's stat check city right now. Like, if you can't stop him, then you just die. The Briar ultimate. Will it land on an important target from PlayBack? No, it won't.
Oh,
but AsstroSmurfs, they want to commit to this fight. Sleepy Twink has no summoners left. He will just die in this spot. Jaina Proudmoore almost
traded.
Almost losing a life there.
It's never for $3. PlayBack will pick up a mid-turret. But a nice shutdown going over to AsstroSmurfs. They're gonna need a few more of those to get back into this game, you feel like.
Okay, now Time Gear getting picked off. Yeah, we're seeing some frivolous gameplay from PlayBack right now. One pick after another.
Maybe
eventually adds up.
Here.
Yusuf now getting caught out in the top lane. It's just one pick on top of the next. Mdiv cannot assist his top laner. It's a good shutdown on the Briar. Again. 300 extra gold. And the Baron is not up yet, but this gold lead is shrinking.
PlayBack perhaps, you know, getting a bit cold here with thinking they already have one hand on the trophy when, you know, there's still a game they need to finish out and win. This is...
Oh, well, Master Geep, he just wants another kill and he will very easily get it.
Yep. Very sad for the one, but
the charge from the Ornn was a nice attempt, but the Alpha Strike was primed and ready just for that ability. Oh, Yusuf just teleports on top of Jaina Proudmoore, and Sleepy Twink is here. There's no escaping this gank. And, yeah, now PlayBack is just getting the picks.
That could be a Baron start with the Master E, no? They are pinging it.
Yep, he doesn't have his ultimate, but that's still respectable amount of DPS between the two.
Double Winces.
Yep, AsstroSmurfs, it does feel like they are aware of this possibility, so they send multiple people here to try and intercept, but yeah, that just means Yusuf is in the side lane all by his lonesome, and he gets 600 gold in his pocket. PlayBack spreading AsstroSmurfs spin across the map. Well, it's a 1v3 situation for Yusuf, but he doesn't seem to care. Hawksbill is here, pops his ultimate, and it will be engaged. He knocks up the important members. Ares will go down almost immediately. He continues to go in, even through the exhaust. He continues to attack the members of AsstroSmurfs. Almost gets another, but this fight is over already. It's all decided because Kog'Maw is there to clean up. It's a clean ace at 21 minutes. I don't think it's enough to end the game, but
they might try it. They don't have Yi.
Are they bold enough to try? There's 9 seconds.
No. Okay.
10 seconds until
they
fresh.
Have no Yi or Kog.
I think they will just be content with the bot lane inhibitor.
Yep. Just get the Drake or the Baron. Probably just both. In whatever order they feel like. It looked decent at the start, I feel like, for AsstroSmurfs, but then Syndra arrives, they killed Yi, but Kog'Maw's still hitting. Was never a good engage from MDib because Assis has been doing it all season. Now it just feels...
Yeah, and once again, PlayBack playing these fights so well. The moment Hawksbill, put it all on the line, he had his whole team's back. Like the CC to stop him from dying faster, the Tom Kench saving him at the right time. Like, this team is just... They just know how to play with each other, and it just shows. And on top of that, they just seem to have... Like, they're just on a good day. Not just today, but it's like for the entirety of playoffs, they are just on a roll.
Yeah. And
the train is not stopping.
Oh.
Sapana, he's auto-attacking, but this health bar is not really moving.
It's gonna take a long time.
Now he's down to half. He pops Vixkin again, gets cooked again. The pop-up comes out, and they finally kill him, but it takes like 7 or 8 seconds. The tower in mid almost goes down for it. The Briar ultimate, where is it going? It's going mid. Call of the Forge God does not miss, but the Briar ultimate does, so...
Perhaps a bit too impatient with the ultimate there.
Yeah, I feel like if you're going to do that, that's the wrong order to do it in.
Yeah, you want to wait till he's CC'd by one, right? So...
Yeah, then it's a lot easier to land your ultimate, and the follow-up is much easier, but yeah. AsstroSmurfs weren't successful there, and now they're onto the Baron. Look at this DPS. They only need 2 people to kill this one Baron. Master Yi is just fine tanking. Meanwhile, MDib and Sleepy Twink just playing bouncer here. What a stun to land onto 3. And that is Baron Nashor taken down. 10,000 gold up.
It's as much as you want to see a competitive series, it's also, you have
There's not much else to say. Sapana dodges out on the unleashed power from the Syndra. Briar continues to go in. They will make good on this pick. But now Hawksbill, well, yeah, he knows he's dead. He's just press S on his keyboard. And this is my life now. Master Yi
should be it. The Quadra.
We don't see this champion very often, but this is what happens when he gets fed. Everyone on AsstroSmurfs looking at gray screens. I mean,
GG's in the chat.
They should be able to close this out. I'm not sure why Time Gear just decided to recall. It's Yusuf and MDib here, just hitting the towers very slowly.
He's actually farming Crux. He's actually farming Crux. On PlayBack.
He's pumping up those CS numbers before the Nexus falls. Now the TP comes in from Sleepy Twink. The Nexus is laid bare. PlayBack just playing with their food. Another kill
still just
for Ares. Now the initiation onto Ended. They get him down. Oh, but look at the stun. Zaya's just down. That Sleepy Twink once again just destroying a member of AsstroSmurfs where they stand, and another burst combo from Basindra. The Nexus is about to be destroyed, and PlayBack with this Nexus kill. They are your Season 9 champions. A 3-0 victory for them. Never in doubt. By far the best team of the season. And this is how they just put a dot on that I. Like, that was the finishing touch. Another dominant game, and yeah, it just
wow.
It was it felt inevitable from game 2 onwards. Like, the way that game 2 ended, that really felt like it would be very difficult for AsstroSmurfs to come back from that like situation, not only just mentally but in all aspects of the game. PlayBack are the undisputed best team in the league. They are your Season 9 champions.